Excuse me, hopefully that's not the start of the stream. I had to go grab a glass of water. I'll wait for this to update to make sure people are actually able to get in here. Alright, welcome everybody. This Sunday. Feeling fine, but my schedule doesn't let me stream at this time most days of the week, so I had to wait till Wednesday. I don't actually remember what we were doing last time. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, I don't know if these are cheesable. I'd love to do this during the daytime. But I also can't risk a 2,000 point despawn penalty. Repairs? That's great. So who do we have right now? And we do have the... We have enough armor to make it so that we're not a danger to ourselves. So that's nice. Quick mic check. Yeah, okay. Everything's coming through. Wait, no. This one. I have 2 instances of OBS running. Yeah, we're looking good. And I got rid of chat again. There you are. We have the one... Have we really only gotten one MC reader? We got crew... This looks fine. Equipment... No. I want you to have armor. There we go. Does that mean that's... I swear we have... There's an armor button. I was gonna say, I swear we had an exosuit. So we do have one of those. I believe we're manufacturing another couple, repair and build 2 more. Yeah, we got 5 hours left on that, so that's not happening. Which means now we gotta go through equipment here. And we're short on medkits from the looks of it. We also have the hydrojet cannon, which I never got to use. This is something we should at least consider. What are we looking at? Super cavitating? This looks like super cavitating. Yeah, the color here is a bit different, which is interesting. This could also be the land palette versus the underwater palette. And why is there even a second page? Okay, so this looks fine. We kind of want... I don't know if navigators spawn in these missions. Somebody's already got... It looks like most people have a loadout. We will need to swap some of our flares around for the heavier variety. Morning. Yeah, we have an artifact site lined up right now. Yeah, most people already have equipment set up. I mean, we can give people heavier flares, but I have a feeling they're not going to be able to throw these. Uncle Jams. Do I have... Oh, we do have a dedicated melee loadout. What I wanted from you was something for the hydrojet cannon. This actually doesn't weigh all that much. No, I guess it weighs the same amount as the gas cannon here. So do that real quick. Looking at 14 rounds. Do we have a secondary weapon? Afternoon. That's funny. Yeah, I woke up like 30 minutes ago, so... Morning for me. And is this just super cavitating? Yeah. Okay. So we could give you one of these things. It's going to be pretty much all your weight there. Hopefully you'll be fine with 2 of these. Europeans are among us. Yeah, it seems to be most of you, funny enough. Okay, you're good. You'll manage. You're doing fine. You could carry a heavier flare, which we are out of? No. Oh, we have another med kit to spare. Hold on. There you go. Is it worth carrying melee? It might be worth carrying melee around for this mission. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Wait, no. You can carry that. Yeah, and Crispix here has the MC reader, which is going to be useful. I mean, you can carry a flare or something. You can carry a second flare. Okay, apparently I just found somebody without a medkit. I thought I'd loop back to the start. We don't have quite enough. I mean, what is that? That. Yeah, there you go. You can have a flare. This is back to start. Okay. So there's our loadout. And after all that, there's a chance we don't even do the mission. We're just gonna have to know nothing's patrolling? Yeah, we're gonna run with that. By the way, what are we researching? New fighter flying sub. Okay, this is what I was interested in. Alright, so it leads to the Moray. 150 aquaplastics. I don't think that's all that bad. Quantity. Just barely have enough, so we can work with that. Okay, that's fine. And I would go try and shoot that down, but we are nowhere near the mission here. We finished preparing the exosuit, which is something I would have liked to have before the mission. We're selling medkits. We can make a bit more armor of either variety. Do you know if these missions, if the timer will pause? Because it's taken us long enough to get here. That I could probably target it with the Triton and wait a minute. And even then, it should be like at least 12 hours, you'd hope. Head over here. Not enough... Okay, hold on. Apparently we're out of dupe warheads. As long as something swims to it, yeah, okay. Because there is a setting in mods that I saw. Do I have to put the dot? Yeah, I do. Give me like 30 of these. There is a setting in mods where you can change that. Okay. There'll be 2 levels. Da, da, da. Off we go. Oh yeah, I didn't even check for drones. Though the fact that everyone had underwater equipment, that is a real grenade. The fact that everyone had underwater equipment was a good enough tell. Yeah, there's nothing here. What? Oh. Oh. Well, I guess now I have 2 questions. 1, do they have psi? 2, are they immune to our weapons? This might be one of those points where I want to go and look at the config files. Welcome to stream. This is a shark. Yeah. Their terror unit does. Okay. Did we see any of them? Resistant but not immune. Hmm. And do they have Psi? Because if they don't have Psi, I'll stick around and throw everything we have at them and see if they die. But if they do have Psi, then they're just gonna win. Not yet. That's interesting. I still have a feeling I should drop the gas cannons, but everything else is set up for... Actually, hold on, where do we... What's the damage profile on this? 55. That's a problem. I'm just gonna drop the gas cannons since I know they're the biggest issue. Okay, we gotta go back. Is Shift Tab back? Control Tab? Not Alt Tab. I almost did Alt Tab. Also, wasn't it Crispix who has... There you are. Just a soldier. Okay, well this is a good start. They're really good at melee, not very good at shooting. The armor is kind of a concern. 120 time units, just for good measure. Okay. So now all I need to know is, are they resistant to our standard AP damage? Because we technically get through their armor with most of shots. Now, their 70-something health isn't going to help our case. Let me see if I can find the config files. If I can do that real quick. Well, we're gonna see if they're Lobsterman bad or not. Okay, this must be somewhere near here. There we go. Because one of the biggest issues with Lobstermen is that they're resistant to every damage type, right? And I mean, they have armor and all, which is enough to resist your 30 damage weapons, but they also take half damage from most of your starting damage types. Outside of melee, anyway. And this should be under armors... What? Not control. No. Okay, there's only one thing of armor. Damage modifier 1. Okay, this doesn't have nice comments next to all the damage modifiers, but that looks like they take full damage from AP. I don't know what the second damage type is. Okay. So yeah, no, these should be workable, just barely. If the second number is explosive, then we're in trouble. Actually, can I, like, inspect one of these suits of armor? Armor-piercing, incendiary, Gauss, melee, acid. But these are only the ones that have changes, so armor-piercing is clearly first, but it could be explosive next, which would be a problem. Especially since we're using 4 gas cannons. Okay. We'll see what happens. Oh, hey, bud. You only have a rifle. Fire up this thing. Yeah, I imagine we're getting mostly soldiers on the surface here. That is technically time units enough for one shot. And you and this thing might actually be able to take him out. Can we spot this guy too? Give me a scan on that guy. Another soldier, okay. We're going to be doing this to most of the enemies we spot because we still pretty desperately need a navigator. You're out of time units, but the rest of you can pick this thing up. I believe you are the last. Okay. Now... I might throw a grenade at this guy. Do you see the guy over there? You do. This guy probably sees you back. And you have 100 front armor? Do you take less sonic damage? Yes. That means that you might be okay against the pistol. Which means I can pop your head out here and shoot this guy once. That's not very accurate. That's better. Uh-oh. 18. You're looking at 20 to get back inside? That's not terrible, but no, we can't afford to do that. Okay, decided not to react, so I'm sure you'll be fine. And 20's down to like 8%. Yeah, we're fine snapshots here. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna take that as relatively good news that this guy doesn't seem to care, though. Gives us an opportunity to prime and throw a grenade. Just to see what happens. 18 to throw. Alright, never mind. Drop this thing on the ground. Have somebody else do it. Yeah, I can definitely see you. You can get out of the way, you can get out of the way. You can step over to here, pick this up and throw it. Okay. So that's a good start. I mean, I might have you take a couple shots at this guy. We're still doing a whopping 0 damage. So that's nice. I don't really know what to do with that. You two are going back inside. The grenade did damage, so it's probably not 50% incoming explosive damage. Oh, that's great. Oh, hi, bud. You're the soldier from earlier, aren't you? Yep, and you have 40 time units, which is definitely enough to fire a shot. At least from memory, anyway. Apparently you don't see anybody. Oh, there's a guy. Yeah, grenade did something to you. Can you... Okay. So yes. Oh, no. No, it's probably fine. That's your reaction shot, though, buddy, so now we're gonna see how durable you are. You are reasonably durable. And you are... very, very inaccurate. Okay. You do also have a lot of rear armor, so you're probably fine facing like this, unless somebody walks down here, which... we'll just hope that doesn't happen. Now the rest of you guys... I thought they weren't immune. Okay. Let's see about this. Okay. We can hurt it with this. Sometimes. Enough to get bleed damage off. You do have other damage types, yes, but for the most part those are explosive and he is right there. We're just gonna keep trying to shoot this guy. With AP. Okay, yeah, that's great. Where's the scanner? We'll hit that. I mean, I could try shooting you with something explosive. What do we have on the ground here? We could hit him with a taser. What's in this? Oh, this is our... not Illyrium. Our Zarbite bolts. That seems overkill. They're really good in melee, but I am almost tempted to try that out. How good's your melee stat? Not nearly as good as your firing stat. Who are the people I have standing around here? Okay, most people seem to have bad melee. What does it cost to use this thing? Fixed 12 time units? Okay. %27% accuracy? Yeah, it's because you're carrying this thing in your main hand. Go ahead and drop that on the ground. Oh, this guy's all the way out here. Huh? Okay. We are now going to use the MC reader. We have done jack. Great. Also, it took about 35 time units to fire the sonic pistol. Okay, what's it take you to get back inside? 18, hit him again. You missed. Well, it's a very slight improvement, and it might have just been luck that we even heard it. So that's cool. Yeah, we're just gonna hope this guy doesn't open the door. Can you move a tile? Just barely. You can go stand here. You should probably try and throw one of these out the door. I don't know if you have an angle on that. Yes. Yeah. They missed. Uh-oh. What are we doing here? They missed. Yeah, we might be out. Give me a scan on this guy. Just a soldier. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Take some shots at this guy for accuracy's sake. Did we never heal you? Okay, hold on. Go ahead and make sure we don't forget to heal this guy. There's no button I can just click. I actually have to put my hand on the keyboard. And you're right back to full health. Okay, can't complain. Go ahead and shoot that guy. Good job. You're back. Where is our empty space? And what is your time unit count? Enough to fire the pistol. Okay, so you're gonna move. You get a round 2 with this guy. I don't know if he can react, but you're the one who gets to find out. Hit him again. Reaver. Go ahead and step over to here and pick up a hook. You missed. I could actually gas cannon this guy. We have a lot of hooks. Hold on. Okay, no, you don't have time units to get back. Drone. We kind of need more space in here. You should move probably to here for the time being. You are not carrying a hook. This is the one gun that can hurt it. Did we used both charges of this thing. That's not enough time units. That's probably not enough time units. That's probably enough time units. This is potentially enough time units. Yeah, we're picking one up the floor because it's less time. 29 to get out here. You get to hit it once. Okay, we missed. And you might have enough time units. Looking at... just barely. Okay, we're gonna keep missing this thing. So yeah, explosive damage is probably what we need against them then. Unless that's the 50% number, in which case we're not getting these guys. We also technically have access to some of the cheaper alien weapons, I think. And I don't know what the shard weapons are going to do against these guys. I mean, if nothing else, they strip the armor, but I don't know how useful that is. Okay. And I am tempted to give you one last salvo of this thing, but you're definitely going to turn around and shoot us. And 60 front armor is not going to keep us safe when 100 took a little bit of damage. So I think we're done. An extra -5 for the drone. Stat-wise, though, yeah. We shot it a few times. Did we get some points in melee? Steel Legionnaire did. I guess you are the only one who even hit a melee attack. Okay. Yeah, I know. New fighter flying sub. That's good. I think a radar also just went online in the top left. Or a sonar. Okay. No new projects off of that. Does Alien Origins lead to anything useful? It leads to stun ammo. Harpoon stun clip. That's how we got access to this. That's not terrible, actually. Compared to... oh, there's actually quite a bit in here. We've researched one of you before. Huh. Oh, okay. So yeah, let's hit Alien Origins real quick. We may, unfortunately, need to use the shard weapons, which I don't know how many we have collected. I know I kept the ammo for them, but I don't know about the weapons themselves. Yes, I would like to consider making one of these. But can I even store this thing? Yeah, okay, hold on. Wide array sonar, that I did see that go online. You have a hangar. Okay, hold on. You, crew, I can't just hit X. Let's not do that. Clears the crew on both craft. This I can just hit X. Alright, and you, not that button. You still have, okay, cool. So we're going to transfer the Triton off to Io. And that's going to allow us to make the Moray. Go ahead and give me one of these. We have exactly one spare unit of aquaplastics after this. We might not be getting the armor here. Yeah, because it's not going to cause any conflicts with the exosuit. We already consumed the unit required for, or the units required for that, which I think is like 12. Crew. That means we also have another exosuit. I'll give someone in, or anyone in chat the opportunity to volunteer. Why is Nettie... oh, you're on the Barracuda. For the most part, I think we're good. I also don't know how many people in chat are actually deployed here, because in the Discord it's not a high number, which is really funny. No, I want info? I can't get soldier info from here. Okay. In that case, we're going into the equipment screen. It's not this one. You want left click. Okay. So I can just do that from here. You are an able seaman. You may actually want the armor. You look fresh enough to... I always hit the wrong button. We want the ammo on you. Yeah, because this guy doesn't even weigh all that much, no. Okay. Actually, I do also need to move you back. I want to say by John Boy? I don't know if this is the right... Actually, I can preview, can't I? That's close enough. Because these drones have to move out anyway. That's good enough. We have 6 mil. Is there anything... I mean, we are working on this base, so I guess we're just going to be doing that the whole time. I want to say this is going to end up being engineering. Because we can't really afford to move people off this main base now that we're shooting things down. You can also change the deployment through that? Oh, as in you can, like, move people around and it saves? Hold on. If I were to do... something like this... Yeah, I don't really know what direction we're facing. So if I hit that, does it change things around here? It doesn't look like it does, but if I go back to the preview, we're still here. I'm gonna shift people around again and see if that does anything. Okay, and we're just not gonna open the screen again and see what happens. We have you. We have another subpen up here. I can't really afford to defend these bases, so we're just going to pretend that that's not a factor. We do eventually want this to be a research base. You're told that it should work. Okay. So we'll see. Because there's a chance that reopening it just resets it and as you do it again. But that seems odd. Turns out the modders don't know the game either. Yeah. It also might be some setting I haven't turned on. I do think I want another subpen up here. Because I think we're going to need 3 per base since there's less deployment area for the aliens. Small. Where are you heading? Did we ever get more torpedoes for you? Ammo 2, ammo 0. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to hope this guy lands. Good. Scientific breakthrough. Huh. I assume we're only getting this once for medical technology. Did we research the advanced medkit? Oh, that's why we have so much money. Okay. No, it was here, new, Q. Did our 10 seconds of research into the medkit get the pharmaceutical companies that excited? I know there's some advanced medkit somewhere, but I don't know if I actually researched that. Alright, hold on. Medkit, medbay, medic, medkit, advanced medkit. What is this gonna run me? Requires a biolab, so no, I haven't researched this. Okay. Also, do we have... No, we don't. Do we have containment? We have a whole squad leader. Okay, I'm not gonna complain. The Triton... Oh yeah, you're at a new base. And it also didn't send the pilot with you, which is a... No, I never had a pilot on this thing. Never mind. Okay, well, we'll see if this guy lands. Production of exosuit, that's good. Go ahead and work on the Moray. That's not a bad time. That's a new one. Oh, hello. Yeah, this equipment looks fine, and I know you guys are all equipped. Small touchdown. Oh, go for that one instead. Suddenly, it would be nice to have the Triton on base. Okay, let's see what this mission, or what this alien mission is going to be against. Because all the subs that land here... Copy, paste, are going to be of the same variety. And hopefully it's not nighttime, but it kind of looks like it is. You have the fun gun. We'll see how much use this gets. Do we have more Zarbite flares? No. You get more flares on your leg. I guess I could give you... Did I ever make this a loadout? No. Hold on. Drop this, take a motion scanner, make this loadout 5. 4, 5, yep. You also get loadout 5. We don't have enough ammo for this. I don't know, I have a medkit. Actually, no. Drop this, take this secondary weapon. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that's fine. Here's you two. You can take your grenade. And then there's the rest of you. Now, there aren't any valuable aliens on this sub, to my knowledge. So we're not going to worry about that scanner there. And is it daytime? That looks like a yes to me. Hello, Aquatoids. That's actually really good. That means that if any medium craft show up here, we gotta go after them. Okay, maybe this wasn't the play. Okay. And you're fine. Yeah, so the pistol spiked damage and the rifle just didn't. This dude had 2 shots. What are you doing over there? Okay. So that's cool. Pistol had a perfect roll. I mean, yeah, it chipped through like 3 whole damage and managed 3 fatal wounds. I do know that you have smoke. Also means this weapon's a little overkill. You can probably get away with just your pistol. which is a good 42 damage. Yeah, you're gonna swap to this thing. The equipment pile is right here. Okay, pull this guy out. Pick up auto gun. I can read. Also means you can grab a melee weapon. Can you see this guy? I mean, if this guy doesn't die in one hit, I'll be surprised. Okay, so that guy is just right there. That's not what I wanted. Click on you, open the door, step out. That would have been bad, actually. You don't have a lot of side armor. This guy can probably still shoot. Thousand-eyed fool. Go ahead and take your shot. 16 to 36. Technically the 3 shots at 16 is better, but I also like to have ammo later in the mission. Damn. Okay. Also, yeah, the layout here didn't save. Now you need to pick up items, but you have like 70 plus time units. Yeah, you can probably get away with not. I picked up the wrong one again. Whatever, it's staying on your belt. Auto gun. Go ahead and grab this thing. Go ahead and grab auto gun. Does this have one-handed penalty? 85%? 75%? Okay, put that thing in your bag. And then you can go ahead and move off to the side. We need the drone here to head around the front. You know, the gas cannon's a bit overkill, but it is right here. You didn't even kill it. Okay. Guess it wasn't overkill. B-mob. You have smoke. Head this way and toss one outside. Yeah, now I wanted somebody to throw a smoke for the drone, so go ahead and have you do that. Just in that direction should be good. And you might as well take your snapshot. Okay, I don't think this guy has time units anymore. I'm not sure the previous guy had 2 shots worth. But you're a good shot too. There you go. Okay. So that ought to be good enough. Let's see what happens. Oh, this is the other guy we spotted at the start. This looks like the heavy to me. You can see this guy. I mean, if you don't kill this guy, you're not in immediate life-threatening danger. But at the same time, if you hit this guy, it should die, so... We're just gonna assume you'll be fine. For that matter, you guys have 60 extra health, so you should probably be the ones taking the shots. And then you're out of time. Okay. Okay, so you can see him from here. I should assume we all have the same sight line. No, you want to run back inside. And you might actually be in danger. Yeah, if you put a shot like that downrange. I don't even think... You need to be sprinting here. Okay, that'll do. You have smoke. Drone, you get to press forwards. I don't see much of anything here. Yeah, you have no time units. And you got another guide here that looks like another heavy. Time unit check. How far can you throw? I don't know if that's close enough. You go down. Okay. I mean, we can throw scans around, but like a squad leader? Neat, but we already researched it. Actually, you can probably fire... Yeah. Hang on a minute. It's the gas cannon we're working with here. That is not even the right zip code. Okay. Yeah, and you're still carrying this thing, which is going to be overkill. Okay. You have a smoke, you have a smoke, you don't have a smoke. Do we have somebody with the time units to throw you another smoke? We actually probably do. Good enough. We'll see how the drone fares. Apparently that was enough smoke. There's our sub. Yeah, this looks like a really small variety. Yeah. Okay, you can head out to there. Gonna be looking at most of the rest of you. Just start inching forwards. Go ahead and give me a 0%. Means you're out of range. Good shot. Oh, man. That was a good shot. And I'd put you on the roof of this thing, but you're going to be out of range, so... Let's go ahead and stand over here. You can put this thing back in your bag. Yeah, you got the auto gun. You can't stand there, apparently. Go ahead and fly. Just about at the edge of the map? Yeah, this is going to be pretty quick. Okay. Now, I really hope this is one of those resource gathering missions so we can try and get a higher ranking Aquatoid. Because getting medium craft crewed by Aquatoid would be super, super helpful. We probably have too many guys standing around here. You still have time units to overextend with. Yeah, there's another guy. Okay, if that's the case, we want more of you outside. Can you hit this? Remarkably, yes. I mean, I'm gonna have you head over here, Neil. Do you have smoke for yourself? Oh, okay. Nope, you're out of time units. At this point, I think you're probably fine. I will throw this just because we can. That's close enough. Drone, have you moved? No. There's another guy. Okay, we're getting a lot of shard weapons out of this, so... We probably do want to research that on the off chance we don't get a navigator anytime soon. The navigator is what lets us get Gauss weapons for those who don't know. And then there's you two. You, I mean... Wait, hold on, you're flying? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, there must be a scout over here, otherwise there wouldn't be people. Okay, so you're way out here. Go ahead and wander towards this guy. And this is where you will drop your smoke. Yeah, tiny craft. They really do pack a lot of aliens into these. Hey, buddy. We're gonna be shooting you with normal weapons, I believe, because I would like to keep all of the loot on the ground there. Now, we could absolutely start lobbing the gas cannon this way. Do you have smoke? You do. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I really wish you could wander right through this spot here. But no, you can't even stand there. I guess you can stand right there in particular. Actually, you can probably walk all the way over here, yeah. So you can only walk along that side. Back up a little bit. You should also... Actually, you can smoke, so you can keep inching forwards. Is there anybody else in this corner? Just this guy. Okay. I think you guys are gonna just kneel and take an aim shot. Yeah, I'll do that for a few turns. Can you stand on here? No, there's no way to get an elevated position. You're just gonna walk. Okay, this guy's still here. Go ahead and take your aim shot. You have 40% accuracy even through smoke. Yeah, okay. We're just gonna have you all inch forwards. What do you see in the corner here? A whole lot of nothing. That's good. You're out of smoke. Oh yeah, you have this weapon. Head towards the USO on the off chance we need it there. You're gonna throw one of these things out to here. That's close enough. And we also have you. This is actually a nice position. I'm gonna have you and some of the gas cannon people head that way. That is exactly what I meant. Okay, you see this guy, you two will be shooting at it. This guy might be heading inside. Go ahead and take your aim shot. Ooh, it's bleeding. You head towards the roof. You get 27%. Oh, you hit it. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna kind of start flying around with the drones. I'm reasonably confident that the people are inside now. Can you see through this? That looks like a no. And I'm not gonna have you step any higher than this. We don't really need you over here then. Okay. Nothing. Are they walking in circles inside? Yep. Okay. Well, that's gonna be your job to stare at the door. That's not a great reaction. Count... How far can you guys get? I want you to head this way. Okay, we're gonna work with this for now. Still inside. Seems like there's no door. Because we would have heard that going off. Or, that would have gone off pretty much every turn. Yeah, you guys are out of time units on the other side of the map. Or energy, more likely. Both. Alright, you're just gonna stand here. You cannot quite get over there. Neither of you can. Okay. Give it a turn. Uh-oh. Okay, one of you must get this guy. That's not a good look. Well, you already fired it, so go ahead and fire it again. That's a wall? That's the Aquatoid. Oh, man. Okay. We managed to fit 9 Aquatoids in that tiny thing. Stat-wise, it's pretty good. Reactions are actually really nice. +3 is great. And loot-wise, shard rifles, shard cannons? We'll get to use these soon, so I'm gonna hold on to these since it looks like we might need them. And that guy's landed over there. There's no way we get to... Very small airborne. Hello. Aliens have destroyed the undefended base. Oh, that's cool. I guess we didn't need the Triton. That's really annoying, actually. Yeah, we're just gonna have to center this. Okay, well, we called this Io. So we're doing it again. Whack that guy there. We might just be playing base rebuild. The Indian Ocean base keeps getting demolished? Okay, so that's going to be a theme. Oh, where's my corridor? Oh boy. I mean, that's not a huge deal. Realistically. Okay, I didn't actually need the sub-pen. Dupe torpedoes! Yay, we can actually use this thing very small, shallow. What are you up to? I mean, you might... Is this a base assault by very small? No. Okay. Where are you going? Okay. You're going nowhere. Yeah, because if we're being honest here, I don't even think we could defend... We're going to struggle to defend the main base. Very large, very deep. Oh, we're doing this now, are we? Oh, it's like a nothing base, but... Shit. Okay. That's cool. No, it's fine. How many light drones do we... Oh my... Wait, we get to use these? I mean, we have so many guys, this can't possibly be a problem, right? Right? Where's my smoke? 140. Yeah. That's my biggest interest right now. Yeah, okay, we'll just paste the same thing. And we have the Magna Blast explosives here for this purpose. There are so many drones. Do we actually get to use these? Is there an underwater... Actually, this kind of scares me. Is there an underwater chunk of our base? Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, most of you are gonna get... What's in this thing? Generic AP? Why do we even have that? You're empty. You want this. You're here. Okay. Alright, alright. Lasers. Global slash above water thing is a switch for... Okay, but my question is... Why do I have the underwater drones and the above water drones in my base defense mission? Because if it's a switch, then why is it true both ways? Wait, and I can use the super cavitating ammo. This stuff is... I can't use this stuff on land, can I? Wait. No, no, no. Okay, Hmm. So this could be a problem. We never researched this, but it does like 20 damage. Flamethrower could actually be useful. Right, okay. So I'm gonna leave everybody with underwater equipment with said underwater equipment. And then we're gonna go through a bunch of other people and give you above water equipment. Oh, can I give people armor here? Damn it. Because the guys without, or the guys, like, most of you... Okay, where are my 10 recruits? Here you guys are. Scientifically speaking, something is borked. Yeah, we're about to find out. Lasers are good on sharks, by the way. Okay. This is really weird. You already have lasers. Do we have something I want you guys to carry? Not really. This is a hell of a loadout. We have shotguns. I should give everybody a shotgun. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, well, the underwater drones, if they are underwater, aren't going to be able to use a shotgun. And if they are above water... Why are they above water? But this thing weighs 2. The underwater equipment is specifically designed to not weigh a small enough amount for the drone to use. I have no idea. This is really, really curious. I mean, I probably do want to mix and match my equipment here, don't I? Well, no, but you want stun. Worst case scenario, you guys have thermal tasers. I really don't know what to make of this. That's half decent. I don't know why you don't have smoke grenades. Actually, you have quite a bit of weight available for you. You're gonna drop generic melee. I clicked into chat. So you can go ahead and run that. And back to drones. Okay. So now what I get to do is tab through all these. Right, like, I can give these guys a gun, and they can use the gun. Hold on, let me do that with the 6 of these that I have. Okay. We'll see how that goes. I could also technically give them things like revolvers. I could give them laser rifles and carbines, but I'd like them to have the smoke on the off chance. They just can't use the weapons. Yeah, you're gonna want one of these. All of you are gonna want a shotgun. Especially if you can't use the super cavitating ammo here. Like, you shouldn't even be able to use this thing. I give you a rifle and a shotgun. There's also a good chance this is Gilman, if it's based on things that I've shot down, but if it's just a scripted assault, then who knows. That's good enough. I actually might want people to have rifles. We're gonna hope we don't need the hook. This is also super cavitating, so you're not gonna be able to use that, so take a rifle instead. You guys... I don't really know what to do with you. I mean, you're strong enough to carry a shotgun at this point. You, on the other hand... I mean, we could drop everything. You could carry nothing but 2 guns. What's our one-handed penalty on this thing? 75. That seems to be the standard. It's almost worth just doing this and dropping one on the floor. No, the gas cannon people are safe. You are going to be fine. No, I'll give you a shotgun anyway, because it's fun. Actually, no, I can give you more ammo. Maybe I don't want to do... Do we have the dart packs for the auto gun? No, we just have super cavitating, it looks like. We might want the gas cannon to have a real gun, because they're going to be stuck in hallways. Yeah, you can keep that thing. You can drop probably 2 of these, take a rifle. We're gonna have to fix all these loadouts afterwards. Yeah, you're fine. You just don't need a gas cannon. You can take this. And now we're back to here. I would like you to have stun weapons. Do we have more of those? No. Okay, never mind. What does this weigh? 10? So you can't get away with that. You have the stun pistol, which is probably viable on land. I'll leave you as a sensor here. We don't have spare? We don't have spare. That's good. We shouldn't have spare. Though I can probably get away with giving you this whole loadout here. We do have 2 spare thermal tasers. Wait a minute. We want these things everywhere. For some reason you have these. Okay, you got a shotgun. You're out of X rifles. And you're also getting a shotgun. That's a machine gun. Well, hopefully you don't need the hook. This is good enough. I have a feeling we're going to be immediately swapping to all these secondary weapons we have. Let me make sure nobody has exclusively an aquatic weapon in one quick pass here. Good, good. Okay, I have no idea what to expect. Hey, welcome. Yeah, we're prepping for a base defense right now. And we're in a really weird spot, just so you can see. We have underwater drones and above water drones on the same mission, so I really don't know what's going to happen here. This looks fine. Apparently we have 3 layers to this. There's 4 layers. Okay, where are my shrimp light drones? Ah, this is working as intended. Wait. Wait. This is incredibly useful. Do you have the pistol? Yeah. And yes, it is a base defense, and it's just kind of bugged. Do any of you... Are we using super cavitating here? Can I just not use this? Normally it takes it away. Dreamhawk. Able Seaman. Yeah, you might be stuck. This is outrageous. This is really, really funny. This is unbelievably... Okay, no, we have laser drones now. Can we open this door? How do we get out? Oh, that's a door. Okay, well these things are dirt cheap, so you're sacrificed now. What are we fighting? Gillmen. Love it. Okay. Where's Crispix? Nope. Because we don't have enough guys. That's really funny. So, wait, but that's busted. You can just buy a bunch of laser rifles and get shrimp light drones and defend your base with it. So I can defend all these locations. Wait! And we don't even need... We just need a storage... Is this bugged? This is revolutionary. And I really hope this isn't... Well, no, this is almost certainly bugged, but... Under normal circumstances, this should not happen. Yeah, the drones can actually shoot. Normally... So the shrimp light drones have 5 weight, which is normally restricted to use of underwater items, which all weigh more than 5. But now that we're in above ground missions, I mean, they can carry, yeah. They can carry around guns and shoot them. Okay, well, if this happens, I mean, I'm tempted to do it again anyway. I love that whenever you show up to stream, something wacky's going on. Yeah. Okay, so that's cool. Did you fire all your shots? Okay. Where's Crispix? Jams. Crispix. Give me a scan on the first guy. Squad leader? Okay, you can die. It'd be really nice to have more than one of these. And just for testing's sake... That guy's looking at us. Wait, we have a roof over our head. We're probably fine. Oh, no. Yeah, that's how it works. Now, they are going to come streaming forwards and overrun this position pretty quick, so you're gonna have to get out of here. How are we doing this? Where are we defending? This isn't all that important. I kind of wanted to build it somewhere else anyway. I don't love the 3 different angles here, although having a 2-wide entrance isn't terrible with how many guys we have. Wait, we can hold out downstairs. How do we get downstairs? Okay, this looks like... This is our staircase here. Interesting. Okay. How do we even... No, we'll try this. The other question... Since we're here, you have super cavitating ammo. This is normally underwater only. In other mods, it just says you can't shoot this gun, so we could still be in trouble. You can't run away fully. 16? It's gonna take you... You can run back in the room, but that's not really gonna save you. Yeah, you have a gun. I'm gonna run you back to... We'll run you back in a turn or two. The drone doesn't have time units for this, so you're gonna head back to here. I think you're gonna shoot and run around the corner. Because you can't get into any of these doors meaningfully, so... Off you go. Now what I want to know is, can you shoot this? The answer is just yes. So we can use all of the equipment right now, here on land. There's just no restriction for some reason. Okay, well that's cool. They do have slight psi presence, I think. Assuming there's a Gilman commander here. So we're just gonna have to see what happens here. This thing has a maximum range of 45, so the X-Rifle is still probably the better weapon. Not that this skillman cares. How many of you are stuck over here? I kind of think you all should... I have a feeling we're gonna... Hold on, what does this weigh? Wait a minute. 7, of course. Okay, so the drone can't... Well, no, the drone can absolutely use this. Do you have a gun? You don't. Okay. We're gonna do something interesting here. Where are our drones? So we can drop this guy on the ground. Crispix can go off and play the game. Can I open this and get you enough? Just barely. Okay. So I don't actually want you on the front. You have good stats. Hey! You got minimum roll stats for almost... Oh, okay, you have a lot of health. That's funny. Off you go. Okay. Where I was going with this... Do you have a gun? No. Off you go. I'll put that on your belt. Where I was going with this is that the drones can pick this up, use half their time units, scan somebody, drop it, and move off to the side again, and we have so many drones that we can feasibly do that a lot. How many time units are up to? A good amount. Have an extra smoke. The Gilman I did earlier had 50 health and 12 to 18 armor. Okay. I mean, that means the laser pistol did, like, nothing. I think it does, like, 20 damage. So, I mean, that's down to something like 15? Because it also has 50% armor pierce. Which is not great. But, okay, yeah. Do we have anybody else here? Nettie. Yeah, you probably shouldn't be on board this thing. You have a crazy weapon, so let's go ahead and send you off. You get to join the team down here. Did graphics. You probably shouldn't be on the front either, but I am going to put you way at the end of the hall with a ranged weapon here. You can probably shoot this across most of the map from here. Board Diver. Well, you're new here. Gil. You're also new here. Catbacks. You're doing pretty good. I almost want you over here. Can you just book it? Sprint? Yeah, you can. And drop that thing. Cool. Okay. You're doing pretty good, but you also have a ranged weapon, so I'll put you back here. Drone, do you have a gun? You do have a gun. Off you go. You do not have a gun, so you're gonna go pass around the scanner here. Draymond. It was a previous run where you had really good stats. Unfortunately now, you appear to be in a terrible spot. I think you can probably get out running this way. Maybe you look that way. S Ranger, you're gonna go stand over here. Reaver, same story. And the drones are even more broken because they can't get MC'd, right? Yeah. That's why I'm wondering how bugged this is, because if I can just put shrimp light drones on every base with laser guns, I mean, what are they going to do about it? Like, if we... yeah, I don't know. And there's... I mean, they can use these on land, can't they? They must be able to use these on land. I was going to say, something might be ticked incorrectly to allow them to use the shard weapons for the early mission. But, like, I don't even know how we got here. You have a gun, off you go. Okay, maybe not that way. This is a long, long hallway. Head this way. You got a gun. You I probably want at the end of the hallway here. Same with you. Does this open? This looks like a 3-wide door. You're gonna stand here too. Yeah, I do think shard weapons can be used on land, because early terror missions... Yeah, because the outpost, or the suspicious settlement, people use them. You have a gun. You can head this way. I don't really know what to expect from this hall, so you're gonna head to... Yeah, just enter the hallway. Got another generic drone. Head over this way. Maybe stop here? Yeah, stop here, you'll scout next turn. But we should have like a dozen of these things. Okay, that's just the one I've selected. And there's people upstairs, too. We just need you to not be upstairs so I know you're here. Or Diver. Yeah, at this point we're just going to keep a backlog. I just need to make sure everybody's downstairs so I see you and remember that you exist. Mental Clinic Samurai. Samu. It's funny. You are looking to go downstairs here. Oh, you have good stats. You gotta run... You gotta trek. Okay. So I have to go this way, which means if you stand here and look down the stairs, you might be safe. That's an interesting color palette. What I wanted was info here. Yeah, you have a taser, or inventory. Alright, Okay, you're just gonna step out and look to your right. That's not as bad as it could be. This looks like a much, much smaller crew. This looks super manageable, actually. Okay, you just need to sprint. You don't want to be stuck in this hall. Same story for the rest of you. Just get out of the hallway. And we're not going to shoot anybody this turn because we don't have our scanning team completely set up yet. Back up around the corner. Also, you get to use either of these two weapons, which is probably going to be the jet harpoon until you run out of ammo. Be careful about the middle elevator. Yeah, this whole thing's just gonna be a problem. Our line's gonna be back here. We're just trying to get people out right now. Oh, you're stuck. Oh, yeah, drone. Can you get out? You can try. Realistically, no, you can't. But we have a lot of drones up front here. I don't know that I want to drop, actually. I do. I want the smoke here. Yeah, I know. In the room. Okay. So we need one of these deep ones. I actually might have the time units to throw one of these things down the hall. That's a good throw. I didn't expect you to make that far. Okay, and this is just going to be fun. What is this guy? Oh, this is our training pool. You'd think there would be more down here. Okay. You're upstairs. You should head out. Oh, we just have so many guys. Okay. I don't think any of you have any particularly impressive history right now, so go ahead and just move forwards. Upstairs, we have another drone. Do you have a gun? You do not have a gun, so you're going to begin your trek across the map. You definitely don't have a gun, so off you go. Seafloor. Yeah, you're upstairs for a reason. The rest of you, this seems to be fine. Yeah, you can just head over here. Okay, I'm gonna end turn 1 and hope for the best. Okay, that's what I was concerned about. Now, that wasn't all that impressive. I don't know who that hit. There's a guy. Alright, who's up first? You're a soldier. Alright, cool. I have a feeling you should just drop this. That is a rifle. Okay, hold on. Can you get out? Oh yeah, you can open the door and run away. That's good. Do that. 20%. You're gonna need to hit 1 or 2 of those. Ah, we didn't need that wall. Yeah, there are 2 guys because somebody fired a shard weapon. Yeah, first try. These are really useful to have because you have a... I said manageable because there's not that many guys. Uh-oh. What do you got for me? A guy. You just poke your head out. See what we got. We got a couple of guys, so we know for a fact that that one's not dangerous to us. You step into the corner and see what happens. Same story for you. Where are the drones making their way over here? I don't know. Can you throw this one tile? Oh, you can. I don't know how. But good for you. Can you pick this up and scan with it? Looking at 35? No. No, you cannot. And you're looking at 40? Yes, you can use this. Who's in front? Another soldier. And who's the guy with the cannon there? Soldier. Okay, so all these guys can go. Somebody here have a gas cannon? Yes. I expect nothing less. Okay, and you do have a medkit, so we're not in terrible shape. Yeah, it'd have been really nice if you had actually hit that shot. I just want you to know. Okay, maybe I do want a light drone upstairs here. Wait, there's like 3. Somebody also has a shard weapon in here. Actually, you guys at the end of the hall might just do this. That's not who I told you to shoot, but I'm not going to complain about damage. That's the floor. Okay, what's your accuracy at this point? Not great. Yeah, most of you can just start heading this way. No, not that direction. Oh yeah, we have drones with guns. Those of you who have guns, please equip them. You have a scanner, so I kind of want you just in this general area. They do have someone of MC. This could be a problem. Yeah, this soldier decided for me who was getting shot. That's not great accuracy. Okay, never mind. You're gonna have to move forwards. Head this way. Pell, head over here. Pierce, you get to go in this direction. Okay, we have drones with guns, which is unbelievably funny. You are currently alive. Okay, what do you see? Single guy down the hall. Okay. You might just stay here. Who's up next? Gillian Soldier. Oh, you can die. Since that guy didn't shoot the drone, I am tempted to do... No, okay, so the drone can just see further. I was hoping thermal vision would do something for you. Also, do we have... We might be suffering from nighttime. Oh yeah, we didn't scan this guy either. Okay, so it's all soldiers right now. Okay. But yeah, and just the commander has MC, so it's not a huge deal, but it is going to be somewhat annoying. I'd love to have you blind fire down the hall. But I have a feeling that's... Equipment does not function above water. Okay, well. That's about what I expected. Some of these are just going to be hard-coded to not work that way. Yeah, it's just always dark in these missions. But that's going to cause us some issue. Actually, do you have flares? I'm sure I have some flares laying around somewhere. I must have some flare. I mean, they're upstairs, but like... Oh yeah, and you can't use this gun, so go ahead and pull that out. We do have a couple of random flares. Okay. Okay. So the Guildman Commander can only torment sponge brains. Which is an issue. But yeah, we should be able to hold it. We should be able to hold it together. That's a lot of guys. Wait, there's so many guys upstairs. What? Oh, hey, bud. We have one more scan. Another soldier. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna have you put shots into him. Good job. You also have a gun. You can see them from here, too. I mean, I didn't expect the drones to be a good shot. But man... 17, never mind. You guys have all taken your shots. You are moving out. Yeah, this is going to be interesting to try and hold. It'd be nice if you were able to remodel a little bit. Because if we could knock out, say, these walls here, we'd be in a much better spot to hold this down. Okay. Well, that's gonna be interesting. Oh yeah, I do get to shoot down the hall now. 22? 15? Just go ahead and fire. Ooh. Okay, I'm not gonna complain about that. Oh yeah, and we have you with a gas cannon here. We want somebody who can actually shoot this thing. We want you over here. I do think that's going to have to be the end of turn 1. We are finally in position. They're going to just flood in now. Good luck to you guys. What are you shooting? Okay, I don't know why you're alive. Give me a scan while you are still alive. Okay. Yeah, you're wounded, so you are... Hey, we got one. Okay. You have a melee weapon. I want that. Squad leader. Well, it's not a navigator, so I'm just gonna shoot it. Okay, you haven't been tagged all that hard. And you've got just the drill right now. Wait, can I hit these guys with shotguns to any degree of... not really. I mean, the shotgun is probably pretty effective, but... It's not going to be quite as effective as I might hope. No, give me a snapshot. I wanted you to kill that guy in one hit. Your turn. Just give me snapshots too, take this guy out. There we go. Okay, and you're... Okay, so you're wounded, so I can just take shots at you. Oh boy. Okay. Hit him a couple times. Yeah. The Gilmen do have armor, but the shotguns fire... What, who has a shotgun? Okay, well the shotguns fire enough pellets. Here we go. Well, okay, if they have AP resistance, then we're in trouble, but if they don't, then the 20x6 should mean that enough goes through over the armor to do a decent amount of damage. And if it's not the full 18 armor, then we should take them out in one hit, assuming all 6 of these pellets hit. Well, if they have 50 health, we'll see. But this is not a bad weapon against Gilmen. Okay, so you want to do that. Okay. Yeah. Well, you start scanning. Who is in front? You are a technician. I want you alive. Okay. Next. You're a soldier. Okay, so you can die. This is an interesting position we are now in. Yeah, and we have this guy here. Can you scan? Oh, you can. Okay, yeah, you only clip that guy. You're already wounded. Just a good enough sign for now. You can put that thing away. Put it on that last turn. Can you see that guy down the hall? You can? Okay. Not that you can do anything about it. Okay. Drones 2, Gilmen 0, currently. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna take this guy alive. Gracefully. Oh wait, yes I do. Hold on, what are we doing? Where are my stun grenades? Okay, apparently you're the only one here with stun grenades. Can you throw? Better than everything else. Oh yeah, the Gilmen killed the drone in this room. You have time units to throw something. I don't know if well, actually, no. This thing's not going to be able to kill you instantly. Hopefully the deep one can't arc its shots, although it's very, very reasonable to expect that it can. I think we're going to go ahead... Do you guys at the end of the hall have stun? You do. Okay, you unfortunately see this guy, though. Okay, this is gonna be your job. Good luck, bud. You should live, but... Yeah, okay. Now you way down here. Can you throw this far? How are you doing? You have far, far less impressive stats. I'm gonna view Neil. Okay, so you're not in danger then. Go ahead and get this guy down here too. There we go. Okay, drop a smoke. And I'd love it if you could hit the guy behind him. But I don't think that's happening, so get out of the way. Yeah, this is a problem. I don't know why this drone's still alive. You guys are certainly here. Yeah. Well, no, I just don't want... This guy has good stats, and I never ended up giving him armor. So, I don't really want... I don't really want to put dead graphics here in danger. This mod is all flavors of wonky. Yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. We might want to back you up. I don't think we want this many guys just standing here. You Draymok, you have some too. Scout drone, yeah, just ignore them. Just, you know... Somebody tried to shoot you. There's probably a Gilman who can't. Yeah, you guys are just gonna be standing in a smoke cloud. We have our little circle going now. Okay, and somebody's in here. I assume they can destroy this room, which isn't a huge deal because I'd love to rebuild it down here somewhere, and you can only have one per base. We don't even have any captives right now. So not super worried about it, and this is a general store, so we're fine there. Yeah, it'd be nice if this guy wasn't in front. We've taken out a couple of the guys down the hall here. This whole room is a problem. I'd love to throw one of our big explosives in there, but we just don't have any on us. Actually, this is a living quarters, not a general. It can't be destroyed, I don't think. This, on the other hand, does have the larger charges upstairs. Do I have a view of a scanner? Oh, you do. So it's just these three in the hall right now. Okay. Can work with that. You're gonna back up. You're also gonna back up. You're gonna back up. Do you have a gun? You do have a gun. You're gonna head forwards. Really drop that smoke. At this point. Get out of the way. You have a gun. You do have a gun. You can just go ahead and stand here. You and the drone. Okay, that's a decent start to the turn. We didn't even have to shoot down here. Hopefully this guy should get knocked out. And we don't really have the space for most of you guys. You head down the hall here. Come on. You didn't even hurt him the first time? There's the drone. Can't really complain about one of those dying. Yeah, that guy'd shoot through half of your front armor. Okay, who knows who you are? What's going on here? They finally got our drone. You should actually sit in here and scan. That's decent knowledge. Do you have a gun? You don't have a gun. You have nothing. Keep heading this way. That is a terrible spot to stop. One of you must have a stun rod. Okay. Can work with that. We are going to, however, need to know who is who. Give me a scan. You're a squad leader, so that's not a problem. Another technician. So not completely out of luck. You're just gonna need to kill this guy. Did you hit that guy for 0? No. Okay, well, take your 1 snapshot. What are you doing? Drone here is in the way. Can you kill this guy? No. Living up to your name. You got the stuns. Yeah, it's not terrible. Do you have melee? No, not at all. Though, to be fair, I don't think any of these guys are actually going to shoot. Hello. We're going to need a scan on that guy. Where did I put you? Oh, I put it here? Okay. Squad leader. Drop it on the ground. It's the XCOM, I remember. Yeah. Unfortunately, we hit that. Oh, just stun that guy. Good job. Can you run away? Oh, you can. Okay, so the rest of these guys can die. Chains, you're gonna just full-on auto-fire down the hall. That's a kill. You don't get the option, so you get to snap fire down the hall. I'm gonna head back here. You get snapshots down the hall because I don't trust you. Okay. Now, if this entire backline explodes because somebody fires a DPL, I will be sad. That happened in 1 run. We're just going to pretend that that's not an issue, and accept the fact that everybody here is a rookie. Okay, who do you see? Somebody's upstairs. Great. Ooh, head out, drone. You see a guy. Just give me a scan. That's good knowledge. Run away. I'd like to know who that guy is so we know who's in the vicinity. Soldier, don't care. Okay. Oh yeah, you can continue firing down the hall. We got a hit. Think of the positives. We'll give other people a chance to play, like me. Yep. I don't think I'm deployed either, actually. Excuse me. Okay, and there's somebody down the hall we can't see. Okay, never mind, we can see this guy. You're injured, presumably you're a soldier. But we have the scans to go around. Actually, hold on. Okay, so that's the only guy that we can see there. You'll pause there. Who is on top of this thing? Yep, soldier. Alright, cool. Can you put that on your belt? Yes. Good job. I think it's still 3-4 to the Gilman right now, the drone tally, but considering that considering the drones that we're working with, that's pretty good. Also, we got Mental Clinic Samurai here, who should be able to fire down the hall once. 13? Nah, go back in your room. You might want to back up, actually. You are gonna swap that for the rifle and back up. God level 2. Oh yeah, hold on, you want to change your name to just God level, I believe. This should fix it with the bot. Let me double check that since I just made the change. Let's go ahead and search for that. Edit name, God level. Okay, cool. There you go. That should fix your name. Jump to present. And this actually isn't terrible. You guys can probably poke your head out and fire down the hall. Can you hit this angle? No. Okay, I want you to be able to fire a snapshot. So I'm gonna leave you there. Oh, we can also do the drone. Take this guy out. Okay. I just want to make sure we don't hit anything random with our fire. Because that's going to hurt my ability to tell who is or isn't important. Oh, we're doing this again. This is not a good position to stand in, is it? Second technician. Okay, you're actually injured now, so you're going to have to back up. One of you must have a med kit. You guys have real equipment over here, don't you? Alright, yeah, there we go. Alright, walk over here. And you can join our scanner crew. Drone. You want this thing. Go ahead and shoot this guy. That's actually not terrible. Apparently there's... You have 5 wounds. Grab the unwounded one and shove him in the corner here. One of you must have a stun rod. Alright, well, you are now on Gillman duty. So we have a technician. We need a navigator. Go ahead and get me a scan. That is interesting. We still don't see anybody. Sensor says there's still somebody in this corner. Somebody in the room here. We might have to start pushing forwards. Nope, there's a guy at the end of the hall here. Alright, who are you? Another soldier. Okay, well, let's see if you guys can hit a shot. Nope. Oh, let me get the drone out of the way. Okay. That's a good shot. What is it, turn 5? Okay, we can give it another turn. Apparently still don't see anybody. Sensor says they're all in here. And that's going to be unfun to clear. Still just a guy in there. Okay. Well, you're going to head this way. Okay, so we already have 8 people surrounding this thing. Huh. Okay. Well, we probably want to get a foothold here and here before we actually try and clear this. Hit this from 3 angles. We're going to need this smoked. And then we'll be in a decent position. Then we just get to very slowly work our way across the hangars here. Okay. You still don't see anybody. You're back, you're the soldier. This is about the same group that I expected to see. Okay, so we need to start working down this hallway. I'm gonna put one of you out front here. And you all can get ready to follow. You're in here. This is a decent distance forward that you're able to scan. I don't know where those two went. Just kind of here. Okay, so somebody's outside. Somebody's upstairs. Okay, that's great. You get back into this room here. What? Well, you can go... Wait. Oh, you don't fly! Eh, makes sense. That's not even a problem, actually. Go ahead and scan from here. Okay. Upstairs is somewhere. Yeah, you're just gonna keep standing here. So yeah, somebody's upstairs. They're not downstairs, are they? Well, I guess we're not gonna know. Seems more likely that they're upstairs. Somebody is working their way in. Let's get the next drone in the hall here. And you all get ready to move in. Yeah, you hurt yourself the first time you tried to fire this. You might want the shotgun. We don't have any tasers up here, although we do have plenty around, so we'll just have to go dig those out. Pierce, go this way. And we're going to want a full team clearing this thing out. You have a taser, you don't have a taser. Are you new here? Yeah, you're fish food. You might want the taser. Actually, you have really good firing. Never mind. Kami, I don't think we want the gas cannon. We don't want to kill things that are on the ground. If we end up stunning them. Use a firing line here. Actually, you need to go this way. You need to go this way. Okay, all of you are needed. Okay, off we go. C floor, go ahead and take up one of these spots. You had one, you had one. You don't have one, though it would be nice to have the med kit. You do have one. At this point, I think you're just going to move out anyway. Yes, you can. Okay. So they've spread out enough. There's so many layers to this airlock. Okay, this is gonna have to be good enough. I don't even think I need a scan, so we're not gonna worry about it. Yeah, just a reminder, they still have MC. They hit Uncle Jams here. They did a decent job at it. You should take a stun rod. Do we have one of those around here? We do. Can you throw this to here? Good. This is your new weapon. That's about the best read we're gonna get. Unless you spot... Nope, can you get in here? You spot nobody out in the main hangar. Okay, that's good. Can you get to this room? No. You're gonna get to here. I'm pretty sure this guy's a soldier. We have you downstairs here, who I kind of think we should put here? Okay, so somebody's up here. We're gonna need to deal with that. This whole area is just kind of a problem. Let's see what's going on. We might put the drone just in front of the door here to body block, and then we have a couple people stand here and take shots. I mean, I could put you here. Okay, so you see somebody back there. Who is that, just for future reference? It's another technician. Okay. Oh, there's a door there. That's actually kind of useful. Both of you head that way. You have a shotgun spare, and you have a taser. Okay. So we'll see who's upstairs here. Hopefully we don't have to stun this guy. If we do... You have stun grenades. Start priming those. Oh, you also have stun grenades. That's really good. Do you guys have stun grenades at the end of the hall? 2 of you. Okay, let's make sure we have some of these on hand. I'm doing fine. The rest of you will leave me. Okay. And somebody is outside, and there's at least one more Gillman. Or Gillman, a deep one. We know that for a fact. Hi, bud. Do you have a melee weapon? You have a pistol. Who is that? You're a soldier. Okay. So go ahead and put in some work for the drone tower. You can't see this guy. That's probably okay. Leave that guy there. Okay, you see this guy. Hit me with a scan. You have... Hi, bud. We'll deal with you in a minute. Go ahead and put a shot into this guy. Ah, okay. That means you can probably poke your head out and shoot him again. I believe that puts the drones and the Gillman even. What do you see? Soldier. You're the one who got hit with some stun damage. I don't think you had enough time to just shoot this thing. Go ahead and auto-fire. Oh yeah, it stuns him immediately. You've got nothing on scanner. What, it's only turn 9. Okay. You have one guy here. Somebody is upstairs. So far we've only seen technicians, soldiers, and squad leaders. We know there has to be a commander here somewhere. Though we already got an Aquatoid commander, so I'm not super worried about that. It really is just that we haven't seen a navigator yet. So we'll see what's going on in this room in the next turn or two. Can you get to here? Oh yeah, okay, just do that. You don't have stun grenades. You should have stun grenades. There you go. Prime another one while we're idle. Not enough time yet. It's fine. And Steel Legionnaire here. I'll consider giving you the shotgun. I don't know that we really need it right now. And most of us have just been waiting here for things to happen. We're a decent distance forward. I'd consider... Yeah, you might as well. At this point. Worst case scenario, you get panicked. Which is bad, but it's not that bad. Oh, you drop this thing on the ground, go ahead and pick that up again. Okay. At some point, we are going to have to push in here. Where are our rookies? We have a bunch of you, don't we? You're an ensign. Gil. Nope. Oh, that's like this whole team? Yeah, okay. Go ahead and pop this door open so a couple of these guys can get through here. You are not a rookie, you are a rookie. We're gonna have a team of 3 rookies clear this thing out. And we'll give them some support from a couple of you with stun weapons on the off chance they need it. That should be good. Somebody appeared. You ran this way? No, we want that. That guy might be useful to us. Don't shoot him. Hello, Commander. Okay. Do you have a stun weapon on you? You do. That's exactly what I wanted to see. You see 2 guys. One of those is a technician. Okay, you're just gonna have to not bleed out on us. This is probably a technician, but we're going to be 100% confident about all this. Okay, that also means that Psi isn't an issue anymore. He can survive for 43 turns. I like those odds. Go ahead and scan. Okay, we have lots of guys then. Yeah, 1 fatal wound and 42 turns of health. I didn't look at that ahead of time, so thank you. Hi. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to see. Somebody is upstairs here. I want to know if the guy upstairs matters. MC Reader. You're a soldier. Okay, so you can die, but we want your friend. Okay. We can't really see... Also, let me actually... 2 to the ground, 8 to the belt. I know. So that should keep you safe. Oh yeah, and you guys at the end of the hall, go ahead and fire aimed shots at the soldier. The floor. And the floor. And you can do the same thing. The wall. Okay. Do you have a stun weapon? You don't. Oh, you actually have decent items. I need to be able to draw a line of sight. Okay, who are you? Can we just go in guns blazing? You're a soldier. Okay, good. So you're not worth anything to us. Go ahead and take your 1 shot. Eventually, you will now die. Oh, hello. Just see what happens. Okay. Drone, who is this? Still a soldier. We're looking for a navigator. And we have not yet found a navigator. Okay. I'm not going to complain about that hitting... taking out Gilman in one hit. There's a technician over there. And there's like 3 guys here somewhere. Alright, rookies. It is your time. Scanner reads still not a lot. Yeah, I mean, if there's a commander, there should be a navigator. It's probably for the better that we haven't seen him thus far, as I don't really know how we would have dealt with it. We also have drones above water, so who knows? Yeah, I mean, if it spawned the commander, it should have spawned the navigators, though. Because it either starts with the commanders and works its way down the list, or it made its way all the way up the list to the navigators and didn't run out of spawn space. Or to the commander, which the navigators would spawn before it. Whatever, you get the idea there. Yeah, okay. We'll see how this goes. You didn't even get hit. Actually, we can have a couple of people try their hand at shooting you. What did you shoot? The floor, okay. Well, good try, bud. You missed. Oh yeah, there's still a drone here. We are in a decent position here, finally. Yeah, you're the soldier. They let you live. Okay. How much space is in this room? Okay, you might be stuck in here now. So the guy upstairs is still there. Plague. I don't know if I like your odds. You're a soldier. Actually, okay, well, we have enough to double check this. What's the rear armor of a Gilman? 14, 16? Oh, that's not great. They're navigating the base? I don't even know if that's true. They would have been in Europe by now, wouldn't they? Hello. This is who we're looking for. You don't have stun grenades. You should. Okay, you don't see them. Give me a 1 and a 2. Where did that land? That didn't go anywhere. Okay, so somehow this guy hit the ceiling. Yeah, we're just gonna stay inside. Don't worry about that. Yeah, I'd like to do something about this grenade, but that doesn't seem as though it's gonna happen. You have a shard weapon, so I'm gonna have the drone. Okay, good enough. No stun stick, I keep double checking that. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to hope for the best on this. That guy's still out there patrolling. Actually, don't we have other... Oh yeah, you have one. Can you throw this, please? Right to there? Guys. Alright, guys. Okay, your scan's gonna reveal nothing. You don't... Oh, you do have guns. I'm gonna leave you here with a stun rod out. So I am a little curious. What do you see? You see a guy there. All that means is that it's probably safe to stand in the hallway. I do want to scan on that guy, although I'm pretty sure... Yeah, you're the technician. There's no way... Yeah, okay. Hopefully this works out. If it doesn't work out, I'm just walking into the room and getting hit by a stun rod after likely focusing the drone? I don't know. We'll see. You guys are here with full-time units. Who is the most? You. I'm tempted to run you instead. Who do you see? You see a guy. I think this is the soldier from, like, turn 1. Yeah, okay. It's a good thing they can't shoot. What that does mean... So now it's out of time units. It's a decent hit. Run away. Can you see from here? That guy took all 3 of those shots we put into him, and is only bleeding. Yeah, there's still not too many guys here. Okay, we'll see. We achieved nothing. Or next to it. What? Oh yeah, the guy upstairs. This guy's still here. We have our friend upstairs. You have... Oh, you have full front armor. Okay. So yeah, just go ahead and shoot this guy. A few times. Good job. Give me a scan. Did we stun this guy at all? No. Wonderful. You say only, but he has 3 to 9 fatal wounds now. Oh yeah, didn't even survive the turn. You're out of stun grenades because you missed. Are one of you... one of our gas cannon users? Yes. Yes, you are. That or you just rolled really good throwing, but either way. Can you guys have enough grenades? That's 2. I'm gonna leave it at 2 for now, and hope for the best. Welcome. Yeah, we're near the tail end of a base defense. And we're trying to capture a couple of specific aliens so we don't have to do it again. Well, I mean, we're gonna have to do a base defense again, but we don't have to capture the aliens again. Okay. Somebody tried to shoot the drone. I don't know if it was downstairs or what. Okay, apparently they're still in there, so you're gonna go stand here. You're gonna stand here. Call that good. Sweet, now you need to watch from the beginning. Alright, well. I guess... I don't know, I'm trying to figure out how to push this room. Yeah. I mean, I'll see you in I guess I'll see you in 2 hours. Or at least, you'll see this in 2 hours. Okay, yeah, we need that guy alive. We'll see what happens there. Probably just gonna keep funneling them into this room. It'd be really nice if we could get this door open and fire through, but I don't think we're gonna have that ability. You scanned. There's your scan. You're downstairs. There's a third guy out here. Okay. We got him with one. One was good enough. Hi, bud. And there's a second one here. Go ahead and fire an aim shot down the hall. Okay, there's now only one there. Give me a scan on Deep One stats. Looking at 35 health, 4 rear armor. Okay, so what that means... Control click, there we go. Is that you can 100% kill him in one shot. Now your scan shows nothing. This guy's right there. Oh no, this guy's upstairs. Somebody's outside, okay. Turn count is 13. Do we have flares to start throwing? No. It's a little annoying. I mean, the drones can pretty much see in the dark, so this should be fairly easy. We're gonna have to see. I would also like to move this guy to here. How far can you get with this guy? All the way into there. That's great. So, our alien collection grows. Well, the technician keeps wandering from here to here over and over again, and there's some guy who's been either up... probably not downstairs, who's been upstairs in one of these areas here. Have you scanned? Yes. I do kind of think we want to push you two into the room here. Oh yeah, and you have real armor, don't you? Yeah, so you can just go ahead and post right here. Yeah, go ahead and look that way. There we go. Yeah, I don't think they can get into the water, because this looks like a solid wall here. You scan. Nothing. Nothing. Two somethings, okay. Go ahead and open that for me. You see nobody. Oh, you don't have an automatic weapon. And this is our technician. So what you're gonna do is fire at this guy from the side. Good job. And I kind of want you to open the door in there. Yeah, there's our guy. Oh, go ahead and give me a scan. Technician, plenty of time units. So we are going to want you to soak the damage. I don't really like the spot here. Actually, hold on, no, this is fine, because you do that, and then you go up. There we go. Now you're out of danger-ish. Okay, or you could just kill him in one hit. That is a perfectly acceptable conclusion. What do you mean unable to throw there? That's like 4 squares. Okay, now we have to clear this whole area out. Means you're going to need to prime another one of these. And move out. Likewise, you prime your second and move out. Because there's got to be a navigator in here somewhere. I think you've thrown both of yours. I don't think the rest of you have any. Alright. Well, off we go. Where's our... oh, yeah. Just put yourself in the corner. Okay. We see nothing. Nothing at all. You can't... well, you should be able to see all the way to the back as the drone. Maybe you fly up a tile. Nope, you can't do that. That's right, we're on land. Okay, apparently you can't see anybody from here. That's close enough. You should just drop this here. Oh, and you have stuns too. Go ahead and prime yourself a stun grenade. You're in the corner. This is a good enough corner for you. You also don't see anybody? Well, that's not really what I wanted to see. Do you? Yeah, you do have smoke. Okay, so drop that there. So there are people in the corners out here. You have a shotgun, which is not the preferred weapon, as do you. Okay. Yeah, you should be doing fine. You can pull out a real gun. The commander is now down. Okay, we have a smoke there, so we're good to just stack up in the hall. Okay, this is probably the point where it's overkill. Okay. Yeah, you see this guy. Maybe you fire snapshots at him. Come on. Get the drones another kill. I mean, that should be more than enough damage. Okay. Well, you get to stand here, you get to look in this direction. You scan. Okay. Move out. There's nobody here. If it's only this guy, I'm gonna be disappointed. Call that turn. That was it. I mean, that was a really good mission. But, where are our technicians? Because I'm pretty sure I scanned just about everyone. Yeah, stats randomly across the board here. A little bit of melee. Mostly accuracy, bit of throwing. Okay. How did we get 3 Deep One terrorists? Well, I guess there were 2 bleeding at the very end there. Okay, what are you good for? Nothing. Terrorist. Zarbite-powered armor, ion beam accelerator, alien learning array, interrogated engineer. We need a lobster man technician. Yeah, okay. Well, we have them. Vibroblade requires calcinite corpse. Yeah, that hasn't happened yet. Man. Okay. You did call it. For better or worse. Mostly worse. Yeah, and we're gonna have to screen most things on missions, which is going to be very, very slow. That was really weird as a mission. Shrimp light drones with laser guns is a really, really funny combo that I might have to try out more. Now, they're borderline useless, the guns that they have. But I mean, 20 of them? It's usable. Yeah, commander, but no navigator. Okay. Well, working on Alien Origins, I want stun ammo. And after Ultimate Threat, we get... Interrogated Officer? Interrogated Commander requires the Lobster Man, yeah. This leads to Interrogated Officer, which allows us to use alien weapons, which allows us to use all the shard weapons. Which is neat. It's gonna be an upgrade. Is this an actual tech? I don't think so. You just get it for doing one of these. Okay. That's great. What happened to all the navigators? I wish I knew. They certainly didn't come along for that mission. Okay. Well, anyway, that was fun. That is gonna have to be streamed, though. So... I'm surprised nobody died there. Hold on. Spelling. I'm gonna go ahead and save the game there. Yeah, it's gonna be stream. Thank you all for watching. We're still looking for a technician. Not a technician, a navigator. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem for next time. So yeah, thank you all for watching. And I will see you, I believe, on Saturday. Because I shouldn't have anything in the way of that. Yeah, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Okay, I'll go rewind now.